everyone to Stray Cow Farm. I am Melanie and I'm so glad that you are here. Today is a big day. I am going to try to give this here old kitchen behind me that is the original 1962 cabinets and everything in here a makeover. Now some things we've updated like the faucet and put a dishwasher in and a stove oven combo. I have mentioned that before on here, but if you can see it behind me, I painted the 1962 orangish brown stain that was on all of these cabinets a beige color, neutral color, and I like them, but ever since I put this plywood and stained it on top of my countertops, it just looks a little bit dark to me. But it's been fine. I love my countertops. But so I'm going to try the suggestion of my daughters and to paint them white. I actually love white cabinetry. And I bought chalk paint because I've heard it's very forgiving. I've never used it, but I bought some chalk paint and that's what I was going to use. And then I was moving my daughter into her new apartment, one of my daughters, and someone had repainted the cabinets white in there, and I am pretty sure that was chalk paint because it felt just like chalk, and it made my mouth just go, oh, I couldn't stand the feel of it. But I have some polyacrylic that I'm going to put over the top of this to hopefully keep it from chipping or anything like that. So I'm going to do that, and let me show you some other little things that I bought while I give you a tour. Okay, here's my kitchen, and it's cute. Looks so much better than it did in my opinion. I'll have to stick an old photo in here if I can remember. That's my main thing, of when I was pregnant one time with one of these babies, beautiful babies we got, and you can see the original of everything. We've even put some peel and stick floor over the original floors because we thought maybe those may have asbestos in them, so we just didn't test or anything. We just put something over it. But here is my pantry that I am going to do a little makeover on it at some soon. And where the wall oven used to be, and there was a cabinet up here and a cabinet down there, and I just made it all one cabinet, and that's my pantry. And we used to have a stove top, but now we have a full stove oven. But over here is my little baking counter, and I'm going to say that my husband's been carnivore. I bake less than I used to because we have tried to cut back on starches, and I'm probably going to cut back even more. So this may change because I brought it out so that I could see it and not mind using it and doing it and baking more and being more homemaking, you know. But I might not need that so much, and I might could use it for maybe prettier things or something. So I'm not sure exactly how this is going to end up, but see how the paint, actually it's the veneer that is chipped. I mean, these were not anything store-bought. These were, you can see the original paneling back there that I have painted here, but these are pretty solid. But there is a veneer on these cabinets that chips. I am not going to try to perfect this. I'm just going to paint over it. One day maybe I can get new cabinets after I get my degree and I don't have to homeschool Micah anymore. You know, that's okay. But until now, we're just going to make it pretty. Here is my paint, my polyurethane, polyacrylic. I got some more, but this is just to show you. I ordered these. Now, I have not spent but maybe $60 on this stuff. These are what I would love to just change out the drawer pulls. These are the original copper looking things, which are great, but they don't keep paint very well. So I bought these little black ones. The holes are not going to line up, but that's okay. I'm going to try to fill them in and do the best I can. And then on the doors, though, I want to just have these little knobs. I have a similar knob that I put over here on my pantry. And they do have black hinges because I had to have new hinges. I mean, but I'm not going to worry about these hinges. Those are the kind that match that. I'm just going to leave them. There may be a dried paint blub somewhere around in here. I may have to sand down, but otherwise I'm just going to clean them really good, fill in those holes, and put my new knobs in. And this is going to go, some of these I want to go in my pantry, just to help see a little bit. Although I am going to paint the inside of my pantry at some point, but that's going to come with my pantry makeover, so that it looks brighter in here, because look. It's got wood right there, and it just seems dark. Can't really see. I have all these bins so I can pull stuff out and look, which is so easy, but I still want to paint all of that and buff up my shelves. So that's gonna go in there some, and under my cabinets, because the lighting in here is not very good. I have my cute little kitchen lamp over there that helps over there. And even up here, we replaced the light fixture with track lighting to help. And it does help so much when you're working on the counters. My daughter got me this light that I don't know if you can see. Just turns off and on right there. But it is needing a plug-in. So you see how we gingied up the dishwasher, because there was no dishwasher. We just ran it through the countertop. So we have to unplug and plug over here some. But we'll make it work. So some of these I would like to place, like maybe over there, different areas. And just use some for my under counter, and then some for the pantry. Sorry if I feel shaky. Oh, and I showed y'all this. This is my new little curtain that I thrifted for just a couple of dollars, and it's going to replace that one. I'll probably keep this because I really do like that, but try to re-sew it, because I told y'all before in another video that I didn't. I sewed this so that it would go this way, and that's not the way it needed to be, so I had to turn it around. And so I have a really extra hem here that I was going to make a casing for the rod. And anyways, let's see what happened. So I've got this, and this is my big changer that I hope will lighten up my kitchen, and this is going on the walls. It's just, I think this was like $6.99 a roll. I do have two. Just some contact paper. I've had contact paper in here before that was a stripe thing, and I loved it, but I got tired of it after a while, and I kind of wanted to change up my color scheme. But this is a green, and I'm going to put it under all of the cabinets, and I have extra to use in my pantry shelves. Oh, and look what I got. I finally got me something else to use besides my grandson's baby spoons. Look at this fancy little coffee stirrers. They're cute, or tea, whatever you prefer. Got little flowers on it. I thought they were adorable. So now I won't feel so silly when I'm making my coffee. But those were only like maybe $5. So got them online. But anyways, let me go find out where my wood putty stuff is, so I can take these knobs off and fill up some holes. Okay, everyone, I just have to say that it's late at night. I ain't got to watch y'all. It's late at night, and I just now figured out where my drill was. Right in front of my face. In the utility room, laundry room, whatever you want to call it, which leads to believe that I probably need to clean that room out. I've had a video on cleaning that thing out, and it was a mess, and it's a mess again. Just saying. And I'm not the only one that uses it, and that's why it's so bad. I'm just going to stick to that story. But anyways, got it, got the right bit. These are flat heads, so I'm hoping they come out pretty good because they got paint all gunked up in there. But we're going to get that done. And I wanted to go ahead and do this tonight so that it can dry overnight. And tomorrow I can start with the paint. Sanding a little bit of the paint blubs that's on here from the last time. And get started with this. And I have this. But my honey bun bought me some little Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And it came with its own little spoon. It's more like a spatula. I'm going to try that out. So cute. Ice cream was really good, but I didn't use this little shovel thing that it came with. I used the spoon. So anyways, let me see if we can get these screws out. taking shape. I had to go around and get some more paint. Haven't quite got a first coat on it. I'm really surprised I got this far on that little bitty can. I think I originally, when I bought it, thought it was a bigger can because I did it with my grocery pickup. It is looking brighter already. I still cannot make up my mind if I want to take that shelf down and replace that, because I'd have to if I take the shelf down. Because now that my husband's carnivore, we do a lot of steaks and just, you know, browning meat, and it gets more greasy up there than it used to. I could keep up with it. Now it's becoming a little bit more of a challenge. So I don't want to have to wipe down stuff too much, but I really like the way it looked. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. And I'm trying to stay, you know, budget friendly. So if I do, I'll probably order something online, because when I went and looked in Walmart when I was getting my paint, it's not as cheap in the store as you can order it online. Some similar things, and you got more to choose from. So anyways, here is an update. Now let's get back to work. Okay, here is my after. I have to say that I really love it. It is so much brighter in here, even though it's not daylight, which I wanted to show y'all at night so that the sun was shining through that window. But I love it. I tried to declutter a little bit. See my handles. I love them. Now I will say one thing. This is a working kitchen. I left my dish drainer out because it's going to be out. Of course, the coffee pot's got to stay out. And I also left out my toaster, and it's always out, and I didn't take it away. This is how it's going to look in everyday use. And I love it. There's my new valance. A Waverly valance that I thrifted. I love it. I thrifted that little chicken hand towel. And I used some of the same decor. I just switched it up. There's that beautiful carved bowl I got. I have one of those little puck lights right there to help bring some light to that corner. I left my mother-in-law's vintage mixer out, even though I don't use it as much as I did, but I love it. There's my little cookie jar I thrifted. And just essential baking stuff that I use a lot. Chocolate chips, gotta have that, it goes without saying. Now, there's my black tray I thrifted too that I love. I would love to have more of those. I forgot what they're called. Toile trays, I can't remember what you call them, but I love it. I thrifted that. I love the black. It takes out the black in the handles, and then I have black in my stove, and of course my dishwasher and my refrigerator kind of blend in now more, but I love the brown. And look at this wallpaper, y'all. I love it. It's a sagey green. It wasn't that difficult to put up. I did find this back in a room where I had some stuff either my aunt had given me or we got at Goodwill, and just a little stash that I never really did anything with, and I love the little rooster, and that's what I changed that out with for my cooking utensils. Thought that was super cute. Now I have to show y'all this early before I'm actually finished because we have Hurricane Helene right on our back doorstep, and I've got to get into survival mode. The only thing I really did not do that I really wanted to do, and I'm still going to do, and that is to put sealant on my cabinets. I did not have time for that. I've been busy today doing going to the town, getting errands done, got feed for the animals, make sure they're good, because where we live, we will go without the power. With Hurricane Irma, we were 5 days without power. With Hurricane Michael, we were 7 days without power, and we have our own well, so no power means no water also, not like in the city. So I ran and got some big like trash barrels, like what you store your trash bags in before you take them off, and we will fill them full of water for the toilets. So as long as we can flush some toilets, I will be extremely happy. The tub water was not enough to last us. We needed more. So we've got some drinking water, and I went and got some food that we could snack on. So hopefully it won't be too bad, but y'all please prayers for anyone in the path of this, because it looks like it's going to be really rough. So anyways, over here I got all of my, I had that and it kept falling, so I fixed that one. But I really love it. I really love it. I know it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's something refreshing. And like I said, when you struggle with depression and mental illness, sometimes just a change of view, even if it's in your house. I mean, I do stay at home a lot. I'm a stay-at-home mom, a homeschool. And so for me, and this may not be for everybody, but for me, I do like things to look organized. I do like to keep it clean, but I want it to be pretty. I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, but I want it to be pretty and comfortable to be in. And I have gotten the greatest compliment about how I decorate from my husband, because his grandparents used to live here years ago in the 60s. And he said that he was pretty sure that his grandmother would love what I've done with the house. So that was so sweet. But this is my haul. Not my haul. I'm tired. I did do a haul today, but I didn't show y'all anything. I'm too tired. I'm trying to also get this video out before the hurricane hits. We may not have power. If you don't have power, you're in the path too. Maybe you can still have a phone and watch my video and keep from going stir crazy. But anyways, there is my little kitchen, and I love it. I even decided to add a little basket down here for all my dish towels, you know, that I always just throw on the floor till I go outside to my laundry room. So I put this there because that would help it look a little neater. And look, Jasper likes it. He's taking a nap. Shh. Hello, everyone. I guess Jasper's going to be my sidekick for our devotion time. Are you, Jasper? Are you going to be sweet? Huh? Are you going to be sweet? Do you know what sweet is? Y'all, today we've been trying to get ready for this hurricane. So my husband was doing a bunch of stuff outside, putting things away that wouldn't get blown into the house or something, tying things down. And my car has needed an oil change for a while. So he was doing all of that, changing my oil in my car, and this stinking cat jumped right into the pan of oil. And to top it all off, which is one of the things I wanted to talk about today, at the time that he did this, we had just noticed that our well water, because we live out in the boonies, my husband went to get something to drink and the water was brown. Brown water is not good. So we were freaking out because we knew that we had a really deep well. We'd already paid a bunch of money to have it dug deeper because our well had went dry, and we were freaking out that we may have to have a new well. So we couldn't give this rascal a bath yet, so he stayed outside a little while longer. But anyways, so my husband was kind of like not really wanting to call to get help out here to see about it because he's thinking that it's probably a new pump we need, and that's like maybe $6,000, and we don't have that. And we really do try to live debt free. But you know, if something serious comes up like that, you know, you just do what you got to do. But anyways, and then I was getting frustrated thinking, okay, we just need to call somebody and see what's going on. And then he was like, well, let's just run the water. Maybe it's just got some stuff in it. I'm like, honey, I filled up all the buckets for the animals. It's just brown. We've never had that before. Something's bad wrong. So I'm freaking out. He's upset. We're all just in this mode of, oh no. And then I said, you know what? We just need to pray. You know, we just invite God into this situation and let's just pray about it and then do what we need to do. Use our common sense too. Don't just pray, but take steps into finding a solution. So he's like, yep. So we prayed about it, and then he was trying to mow the grass, and he was kind of not wanting to call, but he did call. And then it was kind of tag teaming with the man because he was busy, but at the time that he finally called back and we responded to the phone call, the water we had been running out was getting clear. And we asked the gentleman about it, whose family has been in this well business for years, decades. And he's like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. It happens all the time. Don't know why, but I've seen it, and it usually just clears away because we don't know what is happening down in the earth where the pump is. And it could be that in that pocket of water that a side of the wall of dirt caved in or got washed out or whatever, and it does come up in your pump water and make it discolored, he said. But we have had no drop in the water table in this area, and so don't worry about it. It should be fine. And we were like, yep, it was just getting clear whenever he started to talk to him. So now we would have found that out anyways, yes, but the rate we were going, we were procrastinating, and we were just both, there was a more leaning on our own understanding about what was going to happen, and because of a lack of knowledge, or only going by the knowledge that we had, it was scary, and it was not very comforting to think on our own opinions. But anyways, we got to the peaceful part of knowing that it was going to be okay a lot sooner because we prayed and then decided to act on what we could. And I just have to say, I'm just so glad we didn't have to fork out $6,000 and that it was a simple something. So Jasper could get his bath. Right, Jasper? Right, baby? He got his bath. High five. Can I get a high five? Yay, Jesus. So anyways, but there is scripture in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, and it's very popular, but it says, Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Not just a little part, but it's an all effort. I'm just going to trust God. And do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. And you know, the shortest distance anywhere is a straight line. From here to there is a straight line. And it made me think about all those years growing up when you didn't have a GPS app on a phone. You didn't even have a cell phone, and you had to go by the big old atlas map. You get out and see what road you're supposed to turn on and make 10 million wrong turns and really have to stop and ask for directions. Or then you got that era of MapQuest where you print off all these little papers and it shows you where to go. But I tell you what, there's something even greater, a greater thing than all of that, and that is God. Google is like our best friend, an app is like our best friend to help us with anything. But God, if you know Jesus, is kind of like that life app in you, the God app in you that you can use and utilize anytime, because He really does care that much about us to help us with everyday little things and to more quickly lean on Him than we would our own understanding and our own heart and our own power and might to settle things, and just use Him. Lean on Him. Not really use, that sounds bad, but to pray and lean on Him and trust Him. Trust is such a powerful, beautiful thing. So I just want to encourage you, especially if you're in the path of this hurricane like we are, to just trust God. Do what you can and use wisdom and common sense and trust, and in any situation. Right, Jesper? Okay, bye. And I just want to encourage you to just trust God. Just trust God. He is so worth trusting in. He loves us so much. He created this whole world and created us just for fellowship, just so that we can know Him, because He is so good and He's so beautiful. And we have to get past all the gunk that's in this world and all the lies and deceptions and cling to Him, and we will find Him. We just keep trusting in Him. We'll find more and more of how beautiful and how wonderful and how good of a Father He really is.